sounds of coke. As I move through towns of quote, Latin text about none of them rope. Swarming storms, I'm forming horns.
Hey, what is going on, guys? So today I'm at my house right now, about to leave and head over to Cody's. I already got sheet metal and we got a new lower profile jack. I'm debating on stopping at Lowe's and getting wood to build little ramps to roll up onto, just to make it easier to get the jack under, because I've already tried it with the Miata and it's still a little tight. Right now I'm looking for jack stands. I think they might be in the shed, but it might be locked. Hey. I got my angle grinder in here already. Okay, I got interrupted with a phone call, but I loaded up my car with jack stands and I got my angle grinder. And everything else should be at Cody's unless I want to stop at Lowe's. He actually just called me and wanted me to pick him up some food, so I'm going to do that on the way. Basically what I'm doing today is building a skid plate. Obviously by the title, I'm going to be building a skid plate to protect like my oil pan and some other things at the front end of my car. In the back, I'm only really scraping on my exhaust, which I'm probably going to have to change down the road, do some type of modification to it. That's the plan for today. So I'm going to go ahead and go get food for Cody and then go to Cody's, and I'll pick back up there. Just kind of want to do an introduction here. Oh, speaking of which, if you like the new intro, let me know down below. It should be on the last video as well as this video now. Just something I made kind of quick, just kind of like put more personalization onto my videos and my channel. So let me know what you think of that down below. All right, I'll see you guys at Cody's. Okay, so I literally just got to Cody's, gave him his food over there, and I also got wood from Lowe's. I think this will work pretty good. You don't really need a truck if you have a convertible. By the way, I've done this a lot in my Mustang before I got this car, and I've done this actually a few times now in this car too. I think at least twice. I don't know exactly what it is. I know it's for decking. I don't know the size though. I didn't get the size. No, it's 8 feet. I was just kind of looking at whatever looked the best and was still kind of cheap. So this is I mean, it's about an inch thick, which is kind of what I was going for. And I think what I'm gonna do is just chop it up into probably like foot-long sections, do 4 of those, and have enough left over to do another set of 4 just in case, and then cut each one on angles, kind of like a big trapezoid with slants on the end, just like a 45-degree angle, just so it'll be a little bit easier to roll up onto. But anyway, I'm gonna get my car in the garage real quick. This is the sheet metal I bought, I think Sunday. I actually bought this. It's 24 by 36. I figured that should be plenty big enough, and then it's really thin, but my plan is to kind of get this mocked up where I want it. Like for example, my oil pan or whatever I want to protect more, I can layer something else up in that specific area just to get more protection there, to kind of save weight for one, and also just to make it a little bit easier, because once this is up, then I can mount things to this no problem. Because yes, it's pretty thin, but this is definitely very, very durable, and this actually might be enough to protect like my oil pan. I'd rather have the extra protection just to be safe. Also, I haven't shown you the jack yet, which is over here. Just got this at Harbor Freight for like $100. The 3-ton super low profile jack. You can see how low profile it is, but it is still not low enough. As you can see, it's going straight over top of my side skirt. Hopefully once we get these cut up how I want, and be able to roll my car on top of those, should be no problem to get this jack in and out. Rigged up a little cutting area over here. Basically what I've been doing, I'll cut one side in the 45, flip the board, cut the other side on the 45, so you get this trapezoid type deal, like I was trying to explain earlier, so that way you can roll up on the car either way, not a big deal. On the last little bit of the wood, Cody had an idea of cutting some longer pieces, keeping them in my car. Isn't a bad idea, considering I have a hard time even getting into his driveway. And now, the moment of truth, like a glove. But really what I'm worried about is the back, and it fits. Okay, so now we got the front of my car obviously in the air, and I am underneath right now, and I've been looking at mounting points. So I think I'm going to use this here and this here on this brace bar as mounting points in the back, some of the main mounting points. But the only issue is the sheet metal I got is not long enough to reach. I want to use these mounting points in the front because, well, they're fairly sturdy. But I'm thinking that using these bumper brackets as mounting points as well because I mean they are very sturdy and I don't think they're going to go anywhere. And also add a few extra supporting areas, like using this or even this over here. I don't know if you can see that. And this is just for my factory like scrape shield, dust shield, guard, whatever for the engine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out, probably go to the parkway and just enjoy the rest of this sunlight and this beautiful day. And then as it gets a little bit darker and it cools off, stop by Lowe's, get these brackets to mount from one end of the sheet metal to here at these points, just because with the sheet metal braced back there, it only comes to about right here. So we're gonna get some brackets to kind of mount to here to here. Okay, so we're stopped at Blake's house just for a second. He had to put some stuff away, and also he's gonna grab his drill. Then we're probably gonna head to Lowe's and get those brackets before they close, because Lowe's here, they close like 8 o'clock. We're gonna do that real quick and then head up to the parkway. So all right, so we're on the top of the parkway right now and we just watched the sunset. It's getting pretty cold now. Romantic. It's like slowly turning into fall. I kind of like it. Fall's my favorite season. I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorite season. Got all the cars up here. My car, Blake's car, Mustang, that. Yeah, it was a pretty fun ride up here. It's nothing but, you know, curvy mountain roads. I wish I could have recorded it and showed you guys, but it's hard to do while you're driving, so didn't want to play it safe. I was like in the very back and I was behind Blake, and his car runs a little rich. We already knew that, but I mean his car was shooting some serious flames on the way up here. So this is the bracket that I bought. I feel like this will work great. I can like cut it any length and then mount it, you know, in any one of these holes. And I also bought another disc for my angle grinder just in case one breaks or whatever. Plus the ones that I have are like super thick. Anyway, I'm gonna go and stop recording while we're up here, and I'll see you guys back at Cody's. Okay, so today I thought we were like super prepared, had everything that we possibly needed. Thought we had everything, and then I realized if we're mounting that bracket that I bought to the actual scrape guard, we need hardware to mount it to the scrape guard. And what do we not have? I thought we had it, some leftover screws or some leftover nuts and bolts that I used to mount my lip and rear lip. I know we had some extra ones. I don't know where they're at, and we can't find them. Okay, so I've decided we can't find them. I think what the plan is I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow, go buy some more nuts, little bolts and washers and stuff just to mount the brace or the bracket, whatever you call it, to the skid plate. So I'll pick this back up tomorrow. See you tomorrow, I guess. All right, so I just got to Cody's, just jacked my car up. Car's already in the air, just gonna let it cool off a little bit. Plus I did have to stop at Lowe's, and I got some nuts, bolts, and washers. We have everything now, hopefully. Angle grinders over there. All the tools are still right where we left them last night, and basically I'm just gonna wait for the car to cool off. So Blake is not off of work yet, but I'm gonna try and get this done before he gets off, because I have to run to pick up a package that was tried to be delivered this morning, but they tried delivering it really early, so I was not awake. I took off that brace in the back and put back on the skid plate, mounted up back there. I also put a kind of not a crease, but more of just like a bend in the metal in the front, just to kind of work over this. I think I did it in the right area too, very close. What happens is it has to like bend up right here, so I put a crease in it to help it with that, so it wouldn't be like poking out from, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but anyway, it just kind of makes it a little bit nicer. I've actually also already pre-drilled 2 holes the same distance apart as the 2 brackets up top. So now what I can do is get a measurement from these holes to the mounting point on the bumper, and then get the size of brackets I need to cut for each side. Okay, so I'm using the jack to kind of hold it in place where I want it, and then I kind of pulled this end just to get a little more tight, and then I used the actual bracket, just kind of marked it with my finger just to know where I'm going to be cutting it. And I'm going to this line right here, to this hole here. Okay, so I got one cut. I'm gonna test fit this one before I go ahead and cut the second one. Make sure that this fits and it's the right length. And then I'm gonna use this one as a template to cut the next one. Okay, so the other one fit perfectly. It's actually still mounted up. And then I did the same thing with the other side, just kind of measured with my finger and got the measurement there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one, mount it up, and go from there. All right, just got the 2 brackets mounted up. I was thinking about going from corner to this, from this corner to here, but this thing is solid. I mean, it is not going anywhere. I'm honestly really happy with it. Plus, the less I mount it with, the easier it'll be when I go back and do oil changes, because I was going to cut out a hole for the drain plug. I decided not to. I decided, I might as well just give it the full protection. Besides, with only 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts to take off, it's not going to be that hard to change the oil. So I'm really pleased with this, and like I said before, I'm probably still going to come back and put another plate right around my oil pan area. It's probably just a big 12 by 12 square protecting my oil pan. And when I mount that, I'm either going to mount it to this sheet metal, or do this bracket idea again and mount it either back there with that brace again, or even farther back to the subframe there. I don't know if you can see that one. Mount it to there. Or I have no idea yet. I haven't really thought about it too much, to be honest. May just mount it to this, considering how sturdy this actually is. I mean, yes, it's flimsy here. That's not that big of a deal, to me anyway. If it causes an issue, or if it's just flapping too much or making noise or whatever, then I'll come back and do like I just said. I'll put, something from this corner to here, and do the same thing on the other side from this corner to there. So that's only if it causes an issue. The only thing I can think of is with air coming through and then hitting this and then getting underneath. But I don't really see it being that big of an issue. And looking underneath, it looks honestly pretty cool. It doesn't hang lower than anything else. But I think that will definitely help with protecting, my oil pan especially, and other things as well. For now, this is going to work until I want to go back and add that extra protection around my oil pan, or if it's making too much noise or flopping or whatever from air hitting it, I'll add more structural support to it as well. But for now, it's really sturdy. I like the way it came out, and if you're planning on doing this, you can follow this exactly, or there's tons of locations that you could mount this to. I just went off some of the easiest ones that I could see, but I really like how this came out. I don't know if you can see it. It looks a lot better in person, to be honest, but overall, very pleased with how this came out. I was managed to get this done probably in about half an hour by myself. So I still have some leftover stuff, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to cleaning up this area. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please let me know down below, also by leaving a like on this video. If you didn't, give it a dislike and let me know why down below. If you're new to the channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to post a lot more content now. I have a lot more free time. I actually just quit my job where I was working to work back closer to home. I'm making a little bit less money, but in the end, I think it'll be worth it being closer to home, closer to friends and everything. So, with that being said, I'll have a lot more time to make more videos, a lot more time to work on my car, a lot more time to film me and my friends working on their cars. So please stay tuned for future videos. Probably got something coming tomorrow as well. So again, if you like this type of content, hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.